y'all, what's up? Okay, so I've been like, there's been like a lot of patterns of people like finally getting out of negative, relationships, situationships, and not just in like my family but my friends as well. And I'm like, is everybody breaking up? Not saying it's a good or bad thing, just everybody's circumstances are different, everybody's feeling different about the situation. And I feel like this is the year for everybody to focus on their inner love for themselves and thrive in their singleness. I was having a conversation with my best friend, and not to put all her circumstances out there, but her and the guy she was with for like 4 years are finally calling it quits, finally, separating. And as I'm talking to her, I wanted to give her affirmation in the fact that she's not losing anything by leaving a situation that was not healthy for her. When people break up, I feel like regardless if the relationship was, okay, decent, very, toxic, however the relationship went, however, you always have that moment of like missing that person or regret or just feeling, lost. And it may not necessarily be for that person, but maybe just that companionship you had. And I want you to really sit there and think like, okay, yes, I had somebody, but was it worth going through all the dramatics for? Was arguing 24/7 worth this? Like all my time spent with negative vibe and negative energy, was that all worth it? Like, come on, let's weigh the pros and the cons. Now, I can speak from experience. It's very difficult to leave a situation, a relationship, whatever, that you were going back and forth with the person for such amount of time. Like it's hard, regardless if that person was a jerk, was the sweetest. It really, however, because now you're like, oh, I'm not distracted anymore. I can actually focus on the other issues I really do need to fix versus having this distraction. I'm just saying. So I definitely understand that. I can contest to living that, okay? But never look at it as of what you lost or what you don't have anymore. Because essentially, did you lose anything? What did you really lose? By gaining a better perspective on life, by being able to focus on the internal issues you may actually have, or focus on going to school, focus on, building your credit, or traveling, or just building, your self-confidence. Did you really lose anything by getting rid of a toxic situation? No, I think you won. I really think you won. Like, I feel like people stay together nowadays not because they truly love each other, not because they're truly happy, for Facebook likes, Instagram likes. Like, essentially, it's kind of like selling your soul. Granted, you're not happy, not even close to being happy, but you want to give this fake persona that you're happy. You ain't fooling nobody. You not fooling you. Like, never stay in a situation because you feel obligated to stay in it. I feel like that should be common sense, but people don't really have that nowadays. Anyway, never stay or feel like, well, no one's gonna love me. That's not valid. People love you. Never stay in a toxic situation because you feel like that you'll never be loved, that, oh, I'm a single mom, so therefore I have to take whatever guy I get. Girl, bye. or even man bi, like, you don't have to stay and be mistreated or disrespected, or just feel like you'll never make this other person happy. You don't need to stay for those reasons. Like, internal love is the only way you will ever truly be happy. Because you don't need another person to be happy. You don't need other companionship to be happy. As long as you're happy within. Like, not that BS happy, like, oh, I don't need nobody. If y'all, like, honey, we know you're not really happy. We know you don't really love yourself. Secrets. We know them all. But genuine, like, okay, I'm not going to force a man-made relationship and think it's going to prosper. I'm not going to force a situation with somebody so eventually there will be love. No. That's not love. A person that loves you, first of all, is never going to call you out of your name. Is never going to cheat on you. Who's never just going to argue for silly reasons. That's not love, y'all. If y'all arguing like simply every single other day, every day, other day, like 3 times a week, sorry if y'all hear that, it's like icing out. But a person who truly loves you, you're not going to go through hell. Literally. You might have situations where, you know, I mean, that person had to file bankruptcy, you know, situations. But when it comes down, no one should be hitting you. No one should be about to hit you. That's not a healthy situation. That is a toxic situation. And especially for people who have children. Your child emulates every single thing they see. Everything, y'all. Like, Bailey, oof, Lord, you would think she was like already 6 or something. But your child emulates everything. So that whole do as I say, not what I do, little nonsense does not, we need to vanish that whole saying. Vanish it, because who follows it? Do what I say, not as I do. No one follows that. No one follows that. And the toxicness that we watch on these reality TV shows and think that that's okay, it's not. We need to be implementing self-love, self-care, self-value so we can attract that. You get what you give. Simple as that. If you're giving nothing but toxicness and, you know, negativity and releasing that into the atmosphere, you're getting that. So change your perspective on how you view things. Not everything needs a negative commentary. Not everything, and this is not to say that if you've been hit before, you deserved it, or if you've been cheated on, you deserve. That's not what I'm saying. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need self-value, because you'll tolerate things that when you have the self-value, self-love, and self-care that you will never tolerate in life or in any aspect of life. Not just relationship-wise, but, you know, at your job. Now, I'm not saying to start cussing people out. This is, y'all. I'm not saying that at all. That is definitely not what I'm saying. Yeah, I need to do something with this hair, because this is way too long. But definitely learn self-value and thrive in your singleness. Thrive in your singleness. You do not have to go out to the club and just get buck wild, act crazy. That's not what I say. That's not what I mean by thriving in your singleness. What I mean is get to know yourself. What do you like? What do you like to do? Travel. You don't need to necessarily be with somebody 24/7. to experience things in life. Be educated. Educate yourself on certain things that you want to know more about. You don't need someone to be with to teach you something. Boo, learn it yourself. And you'll find somebody who knows the same things, and y'all will have something in common. Something like to talk about, like, oh, you know this about this, I know this about that. Like, you know, thrive in those aspects. Get your credit straight. You know, travel. I feel like, and this is for me, the more I get into prayer and spending time with the Lord and fixing things about myself, the less I'm really truly worried about having a companion or being with somebody. Like, I found so much peace about not being in a relationship right now or being married, because there's seasons for all of those things. There's a season to be married, there's a season to raise a family, there's a season to be an empty nest, there's a season to be single, and I'm thriving in my singleness, y'all. Everything I want to do and get accomplished, I'm doing it now. I'm finally free of, you know, distractions. It's a wonderful thing. Like, if for the moment I feel lonely, I spend more time with God. That just fills me up so much more than me going to the club or me having like all these dudes to call. Because at the end of the day, let's be truthful and let's be honest, that is momentary satisfaction. That's what that is. And as soon as it's over, you're back empty. You are right back empty. You're not happy yet again. So never settle for anything in life. And y'all, I mean anything. If that's not what you truly wanted, don't take a substitute. If you really wanted the brand of Tylenol, don't get a acetaminophen. If that's not what you wanted, the Walmart version, don't. Y'all, that's not what you wanted. Like, pursue what you truly want in life. And stay faithful to it. Don't be like, oh, well, I guess I'm going to just settle for this one because this is here. I feel like that's how people walk into relationships. Well, he the only one talking to me right now, so I'm going to talk back. What? Like, no, don't do that. Don't accept substitutes. And for, you know, the people that have kids, would you want your child, like, you have to walk your talk. You can't just talk. So for me personally, I don't want Bailey to feel like, oh, she can't go to college, or, you know, that she can't do all these things in life that she truly wants to do, but she don't know how. I'm walking all that. All these things I'm doing is something I've truly always wanted to do, but I didn't know how. I didn't know who to ask. But I decided to go out there and get the information. So Bailey can look at me and be like, oh, that's my mom and she's awesome. I want to be just like her when I grow up. Like, she's taught me so much. I want her to go in here, you know, not able to be shaken, because peer pressure is real, y'all, and it does not have an age limit. Peer pressure does not have an age limit. I'm gonna put that out there right now. No such thing as an age limit on peer pressure. Nope. Yeah, I have you know, associates, that still, you know, will try to peer pressure people. Grown folk, y'all. Grown folk, okay? So never for a second think, oh, well, I'm too grown for that. No, you're not. No, you're not. Peer pressure is real. And so I want to give a foundation that cannot be shaken. So once you have a foundation that cannot be shaken, peer pressure can come in and be like, y'all, I done gave everything I got. I done shook her all I can. She ain't budging. I'm out. foundational. I truly feel like this helps somebody, because people are like, oh, no one wants me. Honey, someone's gonna want you. Someone's gonna treat you right, male and female. Someone's gonna adore you and not disrespect you, not make you feel lower. But don't search for that person. That needs to start internally. Fix what's internal first, and the other person gravitate towards you. Because going out here just searching, and this is mainly for women, because men find a wife. The woman ain't supposed to find a husband. It don't say nothing about no woman finding a husband. It says when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. I ain't never heard a wife finding a husband, she found a good thing. Maybe that's somewhere in there. I don't think so. Let me know. But women, be patient. Patient. Hold on. Be patient. Focus on other things that truly matter and you want to get accomplished. Because once you shouldn't be jumping relationship to relationship. You should be in a courtship to get married. That's the whole goal, is to get married. Well, no, that is not the whole goal. The whole goal is death do us part. But a part of that mission is to get married. And if we're jumping from person to person to person, how is that happening for the experience? I feel like you don't necessarily need to be with people to know how to be something. No. Like, oh, I'm hands-on. Okay, you have fun with that. You have fun with that. But in truthfully and honesty, y'all, like, be patient, because God knows the desires of your heart. The more time you spend with him, I promise you, everything will start flowing accordingly. But the more you try to man-make something and, you know, mold it, like, oh, I put all my hard work, God don't need your help, boo. He do not need your help. As long as you have a willing heart into whatever he's promised you, anything like that, you will be fine. But you need to stay faithful. Stay faithful. Don't be shaken. And focus. But always remember, he does not need your help. He don't need it, boo. I'm sorry. Don't be out here be like, okay, this must be my husband. We gonna fix him. Have several seats over there. Like, way over there. All in the back on the left side. Okay? Do that, because you tripping. You really tripping. But alright, y'all. I hope this helps somebody, because not everybody has that clear understanding or has positivity pouring into them, because you need life pouring into you at all times. At all times. Like, doesn't matter where it's coming from, a book, a podcast, a YouTube video. You need life pouring into you. Stay positive, stay encouraged, stay, still, and stay faithful. Remain faithful at all times. All right? Y'all have a wonderful day, evening, whenever you're watching this. Bye, y'all.